Top 10 Richest DJs. They play before tens of thousands of people at the biggest festivals and scenes all around the world. The world's best DJs live a busy life on the road, traveling across continents on a weekly basis. But which DJ has the highest net worth? Stay tuned as we reveal the top 10 list of the richest DJs in the world and discover if your favorite DJ has made the cut. When it comes to prosperous musicians, DJs aren't the first people that comes to mind, but these 10 people prove that DJs also bring in some serious cash, totaling a combined net worth of over $1.25 billion. So, without further ado, let's dive into the top 10. At place number 10, we find the German DJ Paul van Dyk. Since starting his career in the early 90s, Paul van Dyk has worked up a net worth of $60 million. Van Dyk was named the world's #1 DJ in both 2005 and 2006 after the release of his album Reflections. In addition to DJing, the award-winning German is a music producer and radio host, and even though he's been one of the world's most renounced DJs for 3 decades, he is still going strong, releasing his newest album Off the Record in early 2022. Moving on to number 9, where we find the Dutch DJ Afrojack, with a net worth of $62 million. Afrojack started playing in his local club scenes in Rotterdam at an age of only 14 years old. After his international breakthrough in 2010 with the song Take Over Control, he has been playing at major festivals like Ultra Music Festival and Coachella all over the world, and is one of the top 10 DJs in the world according to DJ Magazine. In 2011, he won a Grammy for his remix of David Guetta's song Revolver. At number 8, we find Paul Oakenfold. Starting his career in the 1980s, the English record producer and trance DJ is one of the industry's old trotters. He's been remixing over 100 songs for 100 artists, including Britney Spears, U2, The Cure, Madonna, The Rolling Stones, Moby, and Michael Jackson, to mention a few. The experienced Englishman has been awarded the BMI's Film Music Award for his contribution in the American action thriller Swordfish, as well as 3 Grammy Awards and 2 World Music Award nominations. Oakenfold has, during his long career, gained a net worth of $65 million. Although he, since 2015, has been heading the department of DJs and EDM vocalists at Escena Music, he is still producing his own music. Most recently, his new album Shine On is a bold reminder of why Oakenfold is one of the most successful DJs in the world. With blockbuster hits such as One More Time and Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger, Daft Punk has become one of the most legendary duos in house music. The duo consists of 2 Frenchmen, Guy Manuel de Homem Christo and Thomas Bangalter. With a net worth of $70 million each, they tie for 7th place. Most people recognize the duo by their iconic helmets. One helmet allegedly costs around $65,000 to make and features a working LED display, ribbed neck seals, and integrated gloves, which control the LED's animation and text. According to Thomas Bangalter, the helmets were originally made to avoid the celebrityhood that followed their success, aiming to place the focus on the music rather than the people behind it. Pioneering for this view, some of the most famous DJs today have followed in their footsteps, such as Marshmello and Deadmau5. We are closing in on the top 5 richest DJs of the world. We find another duo. The Chainsmokers has quickly become one of the most famous DJ duos out there, collabing with some of the world's greatest artists such as Daya, Halsey and Coldplay. The duo, which consists of Americans Andrew Taggart and Alex Powell, has since 2012 become a Billboard regular with major hits like Closer and Don't Let Me Down. The 2 Americans each have a total net worth of $80 million, which is quite impressive given their relatively short careers compared to the other DJs on this list. And now to the top 5 richest, where we find the real high rollers. At number 5, we find Stephen Hiroyuki Aoki, better known as Steve Aoki. The cake-loving Japanese-American has an astonishing net worth of $120 million. What most people don't know is that a fair amount of his wealth is inherited by his late father. Rocky Aoki, who was an amateur wrestler and restaurateur who founded the popular Japanese restaurant chain Benihana. But like his father, Steve Aoki is a man of many talents. The energetic DJ started playing chess at the age of 4 and has been ranked as one of the top 250 chess players in the world. That's impressive. He's also a skilled poker player, runs his own clothing line, and owns his own record label. Being one of the early movers to the Web3 universe, he claims he has made more money on NFTs in 1 year than a decade of streaming royalties. He even created his own NFT collection called Dreamcatcher. If his Web3 business adventure continues, we might very well see Aoki further up this list in the future. At number 4, and just missing out on the podium, we find the EDM veteran David Guetta. As his fan base has grown over the years, so has the size of his wallet. After selling over 50 million albums and touring for over 2 decades, the Frenchman has worked up a net worth of $150 million. He has stated that his favorite place to work and create new tracks is on board his private jet, a $6 million Cessna Citation CJ3 with a cruising speed of 420 knots and a ceiling of 45,000 feet. Guetta can work high above other commercial traffic while he travels across continents. His love for aerial travel comes to show when he announced that he has a dream to become the first artist to ever perform in real space. Someone tag Elon Musk on Twitter. The Paris native, known as the grandfather of EDM, is estimated to earn over $50 million this year from various venues, including income from his YouTube channel. Yes, David Guetta is also huge on YouTube with over 24 million subscribers and 15 billion views, generating a yearly income of over $10 million from the social media platform. And for the 3rd place, we must travel to the jolly country of the Netherlands. Being voted to both the greatest DJ of all time by Mix Magazine and the best DJ of the last 20 years by DJ Mag, no one could argue that Tiesto is one of the most popular artists in the world of electronic dance music. It is estimated that Tiesto has a net worth of $170 million. Being one of the biggest DJs in the world has its perks. Tiesto has his own Reebok sneaker, his own fashion collection with Guess, he has his own waxwork figure at Madame Tussauds, and he has even been knighted by the Queen of Holland. But the money and the fame ain't all that for the Dutchman. Throughout his career, he has played at several charity events, doing what he loves because he loves it. His longest non-stop live set was at a concert in Amsterdam, which lasted for an impressive 12 hours. Moving up to the runner-up, where we find this list's wildcard. Travelling south to the home of Ferraris, Tortellini and Pope Francis, we find the world's 2nd richest DJ. If you're on Instagram, it's almost impossible to have missed this guy. With over 20 million followers, the Italian Casanova Gianlucca Vacchi is most recognised as an extravagant social media personality. The successful tattoo-loving Italian has a total net worth of over $200 million, mostly from his earlier life as an entrepreneur in the business industry. However, Gianluca is also a viral DJ, after deciding to abandon the business world, dedicating his life to the music industry and curating for his Instagram account. You've probably seen one of his many famous dancing videos on social media. Whether he's dancing on his yacht or in his private jet, he has performed on the biggest stages all over the world, with several high-profile celebrities and artists. But although he makes quite a fair amount of cash from his career as a DJ and social media influencer, his wealth comes from his past life as a businessman, which still serves him well. With an estimated yearly pre-tax dividend payout of around $50 million, this guy can happily dance on into the Mediterranean night. And now to the moment you've been waiting for. On top of the list of the richest DJs in the world, we find Calvin Harris. Generating income from royalties and multiple streaming platforms, as well as several sponsorship deals, the award-winning Scottish DJ has an astonishing net worth of $350 million, which puts him quite high above the rest. Although he performs on stages all around the globe, his favourite place to play his music is in the City of Sins. And no wonder. Accordingly, Calvin Harris earns from $400,000 up to $1 million for a single performance in Las Vegas. There is no doubt that he earns ridiculous amounts of money, but he also knows how to spend it. In 2014, he purchased a $15 million colonial-style compound in Beverly Hills. Since he bought the estate in 2014, the house has been renovated and remolded. Along with an amazing main house, this incredible estate includes a guest house, 2 recording studios, a movie theatre, a security building, and a gym. In early 2022, the 18,000 square foot mansion was listed to a price of $25 million. Calvin Harris also owns several other real estates, apartments, a $92,000 Range Rover, a $220,000 McLaren MP4 12C supercar, and a $270,000 Bentley Arnage. That wraps up our top 10 list of the world's richest DJs. If you liked this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel, as more content will be heading your way shortly.